This is Huancayo. In this video, I'll tell you why you should come. We've arrived in Huancayo. I've come to this city so many times, but now we're gonna do a video exclusively of the city and the province. Let's go.
This time we're staying in the Gallo Hotel, located on the Real Avenue, one of the most important in the city center with everything you need around.
We're in the room. Private bed. Marilyn Monroe is gonna be accompanying me in my dreams. I'm so tired. Oh man. All right. Just what you need and hot water. Travelers, I'm in Huancayo. This is a very important city in the central Andes of Peru. We're gonna concentrate in the province of Huancayo, so we're gonna be visiting a lot of interesting places. But first, let's go eat. Come on. We've come to have some juice, mix of fruits, here in Girón Ica.
Vengan a tomar los deliciosos jugos traídos de allá de la selva, las frutas riquísimas.
This street is known because it has a lot of juiceries, stands. So, let's see how it is. A great way to start the day. A perfect place to have breakfast is near the Modelo Market, inside too, but outside you can find people selling sandwiches, drinks made with quinoa, maca, very good grains from the Andes, but also you'll find the soup stands. Soups are really popular in the Andes for breakfast, so we're gonna have some soup.
Caldo de cordero, caldo de cabeza y caldo de la...
El caldo de gallina. This is my chicken soup. I'm putting some lemon on it. It was 14 soles.
Estoy sirviendo caldo de cordero. ¿Le gusta? Delicioso. Caldo de cordero.
De cordero.
Cordero.
A mí me encanta el caldo de cordero, así que este es un platazo también, ¿no? Uy, está bueno.
We're now in the María Inmaculada Plaza, Immaculate Mary. This plaza has a church, the María Inmaculada Church. We're gonna go in because they're having mass right now, but this plaza is also known as the spot where you can find musicians, bands, wino bands, the most popular ones in the Mantaro Valley. You can see these buildings filled with signs of the musicians, and they offer their services here.
Now let's go into the Church of the Immaculate in Huancayo, one of the biggest, built in 1944 in a Renaissance Baroque style.
Now we're in the Huamanmarca Plaza. This is one of the most important plazas in Huancayo. And this is the place where Huancayo was founded the 1st of June of 1972 by Don Jerónimo Silva. The story says that here there was a huge rock, and that's where the name Huancayo comes from, because Huanca means stone and Yoxin means the one that has. So Huancayo means the one that has the rock. From the Huamanmarca Plaza, we're gonna walk on the Real Street. This is the most important avenue of Huancayo. Here you can find a lot of commerce, a lot of businesses, banks, etc. And walking to this street, we're gonna connect with the other important plaza in Huancayo, the Constitution Plaza. We are now at the Constitution Plaza, la Plaza de la Constitución. This is a very important plaza, probably the most important. You can find the cathedral, a lot of people going around. And here you can find in the middle the statue of Ramón Castilla.
Ramón Castilla was an important Peruvian president, always remembered, for abolishing slavery in 1854, a historic change that was signed in Huancayo. The Cathedral of Huancayo is also very special. It is dedicated to the patron image of the town, the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Before leaving the Huancayo city center, we quickly passed by the Merced Chapel. In 1820, the proclamation of independence for Peru was made here for the first time after beating the Spanish army. It wasn't the official declaration, but it was the first. Now let's take a taxi to visit a natural formation that impresses.
Now we've arrived in Torre, which means tower. This is near the city center, but not many people come here because the access is not too good. But the views are beautiful, and this place goes all around the mountain, and it's great. When you're hiking around here, be very careful.
Yo soy de acá de Huancayo, pero verdaderamente no había conocido Torre, pero ahora sí me da una sorpresa, ¿no?, de conocer a Torre.
Gracias a que te trajimos en el taxi, amigo.
Claro.
Buenas tardes, amigos, saludos para todos.
Really close to Torre, we've come to El Cerrito de la Libertad, which translates to Hill of Liberty. Here you can find a lot of things to do with the family. They have a chapel, they have playgrounds for kids, they have food, they have a zoo. There's a little statue of a plane, a pool that is not working, and many things to do with the family.
After the hill, we're going far away to another place in the Huancayo province. So far that something it's another province. We're going to Ingenio, where trouts are abundant, and whom try to catch customers.
We're going into the trout farm. It costs 2 soles. We're in the trout farm El Ingenio. This is very known in the Mantaro Valley, and it's probably one of the biggest trout farms in Peru. The trout are separated by size, and they have a system where they can do this. All these pools are housed with different sizes of trout and even colors. After learning a lot about the trout, now let's go eat it because there's a lot of restaurants here. We've come into the Sol y Sombra restaurant to have trout, but they gave us papa la huancaína, very typical of Huancayo. This sauce is amazing. Let's see. Vamos a probarla. This is one of the most typical plates in Huancayo. It's made with yellow pepper, cheese, milk. It's amazing. Una truchaza, a ver. Ah, eso qué rico se ve, ¿eh? ¿Está bueno? Let's see. I tried some of Renzo's trout and it was great. Let's try this ceviche. Vamos a probar el ceviche, a ver. A ver. Rico. The food was great. The trout with the juice was 18 soles and the ceviche with the rice was 30 soles. Great. Now we're going back to Huancayo. It's around an hour and a half trip. It's gotten dark now, but we've come to one of the most emblematic parks in Huancayo, the Huanca Identity Park. Let's go. Like the name says, here they try to excel the identity of the Huancas, like with this artisanal good that is made in a big form. Or the folklore of this area in different statues. With this visit, we finish this day, but tomorrow we'll continue visiting more places in the province of Huancayo. Another morning in Huancayo, and we're at the Mercado Modelo Market. We're gonna have breakfast here, maybe a juice, maybe some soup. Are you hungry? Yes? And here's Juan. He's gonna take us around the province of Huancayo to sightseeing, right? You ready?
Ready.
Let's go. Here you can find bread from all over the valley, from Jauja, Chupaca, Concepcion, the different provinces that we've been visiting here. We got the pan chinito, Chinese bread from Huancayo. I don't know why it has this name. Another bread that is typical of the zone is the wheat bread. My favorite part of the market where they make the juices, fresh juices.
Preparo jugos, todo tipo de jugos, surtido especial, papaya y extractos también.
I got a surtido, which is a mixed juice of a lot of fruits and veggies. Renzo got a strawberry juice and Juan a papaya juice. Muy rico. We're gonna try the pan chinito. Just a regular bread. The form is what's special, and I think it would be good with some eggs or avocado or cheese. Here outside the market, we've got some sandwiches and maca, juice of maca. This is a natural energizer from the Andes. Rico.
Now we're heading to the Pucará district.
We've come south in the province of Huancayo. We're in Pucará. This place is known especially for the agriculture. There's a lot of land where people do crops. There's people working on their crops right now. And it's also known as a place of heroes because a very important battle happened here, and especially because of this character, Andrés Avelino Cáceres, and his horse. They call it Elegant. From this viewing point, you can also see the Capagnan, which is the Inca Trail. This Inca Trail connected the whole Incan Empire from nowadays northern Argentina and the south of Colombia. We've come down to the main plaza of Pucará. They're selling food right now, patasca, typical things of the area, and the church is open right now, so we're gonna go in. This person right here is Flor Pucarina. She's one of the pioneers of women that started doing music around this area. This little plaza commemorates her, but now we're gonna go to her house. ¡Felicidades!
After Pucará, we make a stop in the Zapallanga district where a baptism was happening at the church. Here in Zapallanga, we're going to have lunch. We're going to the León de los Girasoles.
This place is not just a restaurant, it's also like a recreational center. They have a lot of games and I'm gonna do a zip line. It costs $15. The hardest part is going up all the stairs. We're 25 meters high. Ah, ya. ¡Ya nos vamos! ¡Ay! Eso es lo que duele. Estoy todo dolorido. We've come to León on Zapallanga to have lunch. They have a lot of typical dishes from the region. I'm getting a chicharrón colorado, which is fried pig with a red sauce, typical of the region. Even though I've been here many times, I've never tried it. And Renzo, you're getting the lamb, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see how it is. Chicharrón colorado, carnero al palo. The plate has arrived. I ordered chicharrón colorado, which is fried pig with red sauce and yellow rice, potatoes too. We're drinking chicha de jora, which is a fermented corn drink. Good. Justo ha empezado a llover, pero bueno, vamos a probar así el chancho, no importa. Really good, muy rico, muy rico. It's good?
I like it. I love it.
Carnero al palo, lamb on a stick. We stopped in Miraflores to get some bread, some typical bizcochos. This is sweet bread. They also have bollos and anise bread. We got some ice cream too. I've got guanabana and berry. Let's try the bread. Un bizcocho.
Miraflores has this name because of the flower farms found here. And behind the plaza, there are a lot of flower farms. But first, I see a truck with desserts on the plaza.
Leche asada.
Leche asada, calientito.
Ah, fresquita.
In this oven, they make bread, cookies, cakes, and leche asada.
We're gonna try the leche asada, freshly made. It's with milk, eggs, and sugar. Let's see. It's very good.
Now let's go into Miraflores. We will visit a few places.
We've come to La Cascada to see the trout farm.
Miraflores is also known for the trouts. It has a lot of trout farms. We're going to even farther into the woods of Miraflores with beautiful sceneries. We're trying to reach a waterfall.
Juan wants us to cross this industrial, very modern bridge. Look. Oye, ¿de verdad vas a cruzar? No, no voy a cruzar.
Ten cuidado, Juan. No, tú sí, ¿ah?
Ah, su madre, no. No, Edgar.
Mueve la tabla.
No, yo no cacho. Imagínate.
Ah, su. Logró. Todo por los likes.
Yo voy a volar el dron.
After the Great Fall, now we head to the flower farms of Miraflores.
Wow, mira qué bonita esta flor. Así siempre que esté para abajo, señor. And of course, Miraflores is known for its flowers. That's where the name comes from. Looking at flowers. And they have a lot of nurseries like this one all over Miraflores. After going around many places in the province of Huancayo, now we're back in the main city and we'll continue tomorrow. Bye. It's Sunday in Huancayo and today is the fair day. It happens every Sunday. Right now we're in the fair of producers. It happens from 5 to 10 a.m. Here you can buy in wholesale. You can buy artisanal goods, mainly handicrafts. And it goes from 5 to 10 a.m. and it happens in the Girón Lima near the Huancavelica Avenue.
This is a small fair inside the big fair where they sell everything at wholesale prices. The most common things are handcrafts and clothes, but there is much more. Let's now go explore the conventional fair. It is still early, that is why there are still people building their tents.
We bought some tamales from the area. Looks good. I love this tamal because it's kind of like a little sweet, but it's salty. We're coming to this house to get some soup as breakfast. The most typical breakfast in the Andes is the soup. I got patachi, which is a wheat soup. Juan got mondongo with corn, and Renzo got lamb soup. Let's see how it is. Ah, gracias, señor. Never tried this soup, patachi. Let's see. Very good soup. I love it.
The fair is now taking form.
Venden de todo aquí, pantalón, ropa.
¿Quieres probarte? No hay problema, joven. Acá tenemos un probador. Así. Cosa fácil.
Pásale el pantalón, pásale. Señor, lo compro.
Muy bien, joven. Llévate, barato nomás.
¿Qué has comprado, Renzo?
Un pantalón.
We just passed an area that they sell clothes, they sell food, they sell electronics, and now we're gonna go into an area that it's a little dangerous, that they sell secondhand stuff, and they advise to be careful because they could steal your stuff. This place has become popular. It's raining, that's why we're taking cover. But this place has become popular because of a bridge. The train used to go from here to the Huancavelica department and cross this bridge that we're gonna see in a bit. The rain is not gonna stop soon, so we're just gonna look at the bridge. Here are the railroads. And it gets its name because of the river that comes underneath. The Chanchas River, right there. Underneath the train murals or the columns, you can find 6 murals that represent the culture of this area, like this celebration of Santiago. Now we're gonna cross the Chanchas River that divides the districts of Huancán and Huayucachi.
A todos los peruanos, hermanos, un abrazo bien fuerte para todos.
Now we've come to the Girasoles. This is a very popular restaurant. We've come to see how they make the pachamanga. We've come early for that purpose. We're now seeing how they get the pachamanga out. It smells really good, really good.
Huanca just came, the one that we just saw them taking out. So let's try it. First, the pork. This is good. This is called half cheese, a mix of chilies with cheese, fresh cheese. Let's try it with a potato. Really good. And the humita. This is the humita. It's kind of like a cornbread, kind of like a tamal, sweet. Rico, rico, rico. Rico? Rico?
Now we've arrived in the town of Huari. This town is special because here you can find the Huarihuilca archaeological site. This was the most sacred place for the Huanca culture. And here you can see how a Huanca couple looked back in the day. We're talking pre-Incan times. In the town of Huari, we can also find this museum, the Museum of Huarihuilca, that houses a lot of objects that were found in that archaeological site. Very interesting. One thing that caught my attention though is this painting that tells the story of how the Huancas began. This is the Huanca man and the Huanca woman, and according to the tales of Pedro Cieza de León, they came from this kind of river, and that's how the Huanca culture started. And this is Huarihuilca in a smaller version. Here we can find the remains of the lady of Huarihuilca. According to studies, she must have been executed, but they don't know why, but she was probably a very important woman in the culture. This is what she would have looked like. Now we're here at the archaeological site of Huarihuilca, a very sacred place for the Huancas. It started being constructed around 1300 years ago and is still standing. So Huarihuilca stands for Sacred Spring, and this is the spring that they pay tribute to. It's been here for 1300 years and it's still standing. The story says that if you come with your loved one and you both drink water, you're gonna be faithful forever. But if one of them is unfaithful, they will die. And Juan said they will die of COVID, so be careful. And from Huarihuilca, we say goodbye to the province of Huancayo. We visited some great places. Of course, there's always something that we couldn't visit because of time, but comment so we can go next time. Comment also what you liked in the video, and we want to thank Juan because he did a great, he was a great hostess in this video, and you can follow him with his name, Juan Mesa Mendoza, or at Peruvian Prime. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.